Hi, friends, and welcome to my spooky studio. As you can tell, I'm Krampus.
I'm Jason.
Yeah, but he's not the special guest. If you're here, you've probably seen that there's going to be a special guest, and we actually have another little something for you. This is just basically going to be the wildest ride you've ever been on in a Christmas time. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a lisp. I'm just getting used to these teeth. But we have some hot cocoa with us here. His hot cocoa is wildly larger than mine, if you know what I mean. But mine has caramel whipped cream on top. But basically, what we're gonna do is just a bunch of interactions back and forth and interactions with you guys. Because as you may or may not know, this guy right here, he is responsible for this high quality work, all of the audio, everything like that. So at some point we'll open questions for you guys, and actually we'll open questions just if you have them in the chat, and we'll try to answer them. But we just got a really weird, wild, goofy show that I'm not sure if everybody's going to be able to follow or everybody's going to be able to be ready with, but it describes us perfectly.
So, to start off though, I have a gift for you.
With me?
For you.
What?
Yeah. So, we're super late on this, but we reached 1,000 subs like into September, something like that. And obviously we want to thank you guys, but I also just wanted to congratulate her. So, I have a gift for you, Deandra.
Really?
Yes.
It's a team effort. I didn't get you anything but this hot cocoa.
That's okay. That's okay. Because basically, I was like trying to jog my brain of like, what's the perfect gift for somebody that's just reached 1,000 of something? It could be anything. What is it? It could be friends.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Corey.
1,000 friends.
Hi, Danny.
So, I figured it out.
Okay.
If 1,000 people have to see you, then we have to see you 1,000 times.
Oh, great, a bag of M&ms. No! Oh, it's basically the same face.
There's 1,000 M&ms here with her face on them, and we're going to eat the whole thing.
No, we're not.
Yes.
I'm going to have to take my teeth out.
Yes. But while we eat 1,000 of something, we need help from everyone here. Ask us questions.
Yeah.
And then, maybe at some point we'll introduce our special guest. But I feel like we got to get through like a couple M&Ms first. So why don't you go ahead and do the honors since it's got your face on it?
Oh my God. It's the worst photo of me out of all of them. If you guys saw our episode of Snacks and Screams with Train to Busan, where he put my face over Thomas the Tank Engine, and I go, ah! Yep. It's that freaking face.
But also
on all these M&Ms.
Episode 5.
Oh,
I put you on the soul pizza too. You
I
are a
regret
meatball and a train. And
that.
that's not how you're supposed to compliment people. Favorite breakfast cereal?
Ooh. I know mine.
Why don't you go ahead? Oh wait.
You go
we
first.
We should eat some M&Ms first.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think.
Do I just open it?
Sure. By the way, I don't know how you do this because everyone can see I keep looking at the computer instead of looking at the camera.
I'm trying to look at both.
She has skills that I can't quite handle.
Oh, I guess I gotta take my freaking teeth out. Now people aren't gonna know I'm Krampus. They're just gonna be like, she's just a horny Santa Claus. I'm just kidding.
What? Okay. So M&M's was kind enough to give us a little scoop. So I'm gonna scoop you some M&M's.
Wait.
And
I got one too.
Oh man, these are hilarious. Hold on.
You don't have to take it up close.
Oh, I do. I do. Let's just go ahead and
Jesus, there it is.
You could see it.
Holy moly.
I'm sorry. That's terrible. But that is that's your face.
That is my face.
You should eat one. Here.
I will. Okay. Well,
I washed my hands first.
I'm gonna have a couple. I did too. Okay, so we got favorite breakfast cereal. It might be. It's either Cinnamon Life, which I love, or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It might be Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What about you? Oh, you're just putting.
Well, I'm just realizing that like 1,000 is like so much.
Yeah.
32 servings.
Okay, 32 times 140 calories.
We'll be fine.
I'm
Well,
gonna
divided
die.
by 2.
Oh, look at that.
Hmm.
We've got
I just burnt my tongue.
16 apiece.
1,600 calories?
No, 16. It was 16 servings apiece.
Oh.
16 times. I don't know.
We're doing like
math.
mukbang or something.
I guess we are. All right. Favorite Christmas horror movie? Oh, I know what it is.
My cereal.
Oh, your cereal. That's right. We didn't even say that yet. That's awful. I'm gonna be dying.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's so much more in love.
Oh my god, you guys, we're
Love.
so compatible.
All right. Favorite Christmas horror movie?
I know. You can guess mine.
What is it?
It's Krampus.
Oh. The horns.
Yeah.
The horns give it away.
Mm-hmm. What?
Favorite Christmas horror movie?
Good. I don't have my chains or my jangles. I had to put them away. They were too
Honestly,
noisy.
I really liked Krampus. But we're about to watch Violent Night tonight. I don't know if that counts.
We are?
Yes.
Yes!
Dude, see? Look at all
I'm
the
so
gifts.
excited.
The gifts. It's a big deal to reach 1,000 subs. Yeah, so like I'm going all out for you.
Favorite movie theater snack? We're gonna have another scoop.
It's not a scoop of M&ms with her face on it. It's not.
Oh, that was so big old bite.
Just so much.
I feel like every time we answer a question, we gotta take a scoop, you know?
Yeah, it's like a drinking game with
Yeah.
M&Ms.
Okay.
Hmm.
Favorite movie theater snack? Oh, I know.
What is it?
It's just good old-fashioned popcorn with like a bunch of butter. I mean, look, I love popcorn. I love all kinds of popcorn. When we did the flatliners and had the caramel and the cheddar popcorn,
Yeah.
I love those flavors. Cheddar popcorn is one of my favorites, but
I'll do it.
good old-fashioned movie theater popcorn. Like, I should just sometimes, I thought about just going in and being like, can I have a bag of popcorn? And be like, see ya. I'm not here to see a movie. I'm just here for popcorn. So,
It's not a bad idea.
no.
You get a really nice snack bar.
No.
But I will warn you, if you guys ever go to the movies with her and there's not a lot of extra butter, it's like extra, you're in a lot of trouble. You don't get to be in charge of snacks anymore.
Okay, so what's yours?
My
Ah!
favorite. This is stupid. It's not really a snack, but like I don't really drink a lot of pop, so every single time I go, I'll get like a Mellow Yellow or like
He does.
a Coke Zero or something, and it's just one of those things where it's like you have to have a certain type of drink or like a certain type of food at a thing, like a hot dog at a baseball game or popcorn at a movie. For me, it's just like I gotta have soda pop.
He does. Even if I get popcorn and a
You
soda
hear the
pop, he
little
at least gets
fizzes.
it.
I mean, it's probably the commercials at the beginning. It's
Oh,
probably
they
Nicole
make me
Kidman.
so thirsty.
Yeah,
Nicole Kidman makes me so thirsty.
She does. Favorite Freddy kill. Honestly, I wasn't ready for another scoop of M&Ms.
Guess I gotta do it. Well, we got this whole bag. We haven't even dented it. Why did you do this? Couldn't we have had like 100 sips of cocoa or something?
Suck face.
What?
Honestly, 100 sips of cocoa would have been good.
I would say it's got to be Tina. I mean, Amanda Wish does just such a good job. It's a beautiful kill. I mean, so inventive going across the ceiling. Just completely raw. It's so sad because she's such a great little character that we only get a little bit of. But I love her acting. I just think it's tragic. So that would be my favorite kill.
If I can't pick the same one, then I'm gonna go with the original two, and I'm gonna say it's Johnny Depp because, like, for me, the technical aspect is so cool. Like, they only had one shot, people get electrocuted, like all this crazy stuff. And like, you know, with us making video stuff, like we know how difficult all that is. And I don't know, I just think that's cool. I also think it's cool that it's like the same room.
I was just gonna say that.
I know, but I watch too much stuff now. She
we
can't
have
handle
different
it.
kills, but we've got the same room.
Yeah, we got the same room. We look,
which was also featured in Electric Boogaloo too. Just so you know, there's a video of it online. Check out Elm Street Radio.
We've got a lot of great questions here, but I kind of feel like we should
Mhm.
introduce the special guest.
All right, your turn. This
All right.
was your special
This is
guest.
dumb, but it's smart. Our special guest is AI. And again, like everyone's seen this in the news, everyone's talking about it, but we're going to talk to AI, and AI is going to give us ideas to make new videos.
Mhm.
And I think I'm going to have them vote for what the best AI idea is to make a video. But I also want it to tell us some stories, and then we're going to ask it some wild questions, and we're going to see how scary we can make this. So, do you want to ask AI a question and then get back, or do you want to keep eating M&Ms?
Let's ask AI a question. I need an M&M
Okay.
break.
What should we ask AI?
Should we ask?
They
it?
may not know that I'm asking them. I got real close, but I didn't look. I keep looking
What
at the
should we
computer
ask
again.
AI?
I need to move the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna ask AI because I've been thinking about this, but I haven't done it, and I'm just like I'm dying to do it. Okay. So, and here, see, I'm using Chat GPT, and I'm gonna ask it some questions, and I'll read them verbatim, and it might be terrifying. So, can you tell me a horror short story in 3 sentences?
Ooh. You guys remember that show? Did you see that show, 2-Sentence Horror Stories or something like that?
Well, now it's 3 because it's AI.
We added one more.
Okay.
Ooh.
So the AI said, sure, here's a short horror story. As the sun sets on the small town, a group of teenagers decide to explore the abandoned mansion on the outskirts.
Oh man, that's trouble.
Teens.
Small town.
As they crept through the dark halls, they began to hear strange noises and feel as if they were being watched.
Yep.
I didn't know if we were going to comment after every sentence or okay. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the mansion, and the group ran for their lives, never to return.
That's fair. They probably ran. They ran through their lives somewhere.
That's not scary.
And they never came out.
That's not scary.
It's super scary. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
I'm going to just take a small thing of M&Ms. Okay. Favorite non-chain restaurant? Oh, man. Oh, well, kind of. I don't know if this counts. In my hometown, there is a hibachi restaurant.
Doesn't count.
It's my favorite restaurant of all time. And it's called Yamato. And it has yo mom.
Your mama.
Yo mom toe. You talking about my mom toes? My mom's toes.
I
do have my mom's feet.
I don't like feet.
He hates feet.
Dude. Talk about a horror movie. It's just feet.
Yeah,
just
instead
anything
of smile,
by
it's just
Tarantino.
called feet. But basically they just have the best yum sauce, the best seasonings on their hibachi, the best quantities of everything. It's my favorite restaurant. We used to go there for all of the birthdays, all of the good grades and everything. And we still will go back. And sometimes when I go to hibachi, and we went last time I was with my parents, we went there, and it just felt like I didn't have good grades or a birthday to celebrate. It felt like I shouldn't be there, but it was nice. That's adulthood. What's yours?
I zoned out.
I know.
It's terrible. No, I got the reading questions. I can't wait to go. I think we're going to go this weekend, aren't we?
Are we?
I don't know.
We can.
We should.
I can take you around the hometown and then take you to Yamato. You'll have the full experience.
It's going to be so cute.
He's going to love it.
Favorite non-chain restaurant? That's tough. What if it's like a small chain? There's like 3. It's like a local chain.
Don't say Chili's.
It's not. It might be Chili's.
What is it?
Do they have the riblets? They have a rib basket? It's Bookie. Bookie, can I pick? Ooh, actually, you know what? You'll like this. 101 Beer Kitchen.
That's fair. There are a couple, but it's very local.
Yeah, it's just here.
Yeah, they're very good. He definitely knows because he's also from Columbus.
Now you gave it away.
Oh crap, they're gonna all find us and hang out.
Maybe. Jim said that Violent Night was so fun.
Good. If it passes your check, jab,
What?
it works.
This is why we barely do lives.
Because I can't talk.
Us.
Jim,
Mm.
the text message that you sent me was so nice. Thank you. I shared it with Jason, and we both melted. It made our nights. We had a little bit of a sad day today at our works, and so it just made our lives better. So thank you.
Yes, this is not our job.
Yes.
All right. Moving on.
Oh, he said when it comes to chicken wings, hot, medium, mild, or barbecue, I would say depending on how hot. Like we usually get hot. Like I'm a Buffalo girl day and night.
Hot boy.
You know.
Hot boy.
But some of the hots, like they really burn my inside. So typically I'll get hot if it's like not like going to some really, really hot places. Because unfortunately, I love hot food, but there's just a certain point when it's just really hard for me to eat. So I always take the safe route if I don't know what it is and go for medium. But typically, I will go for hot if I know.
Mm-hmm. Hot boy.
Hi, Mud.
Gotta have ranch, though.
Oh, you gotta have ranch. We wouldn't be Midwesterners if we didn't have ranch.
So many people hit me with that. They're like, ranch is dumb. Blue cheese.
Ew,
no.
Blue cheese is gross. It's
I don't
mold.
want chunks.
Chunks?
Am I allowed to say it?
Don't say chunks.
Looks like old ladies' legs. Think about it.
One day my legs are going to look like that.
Big blue veiner, but I'm still going to love you.
That my legs look like blue cheese.
I might say it.
It's okay.
So,
just cry.
What up, Mud?
What would you think of the possibility of Damon Leone, creative director of Terrifier, making a Nightmare on Elm Street reboot? I'd be down for it. I saw the first Terrifier once. Was not a huge fan, actually. I'd be up for seeing it again. I do want to see part 2 because everybody just really, really loves, like they've just really latched onto it. But so I'm gonna watch it. But I mean, I'd be down for it. He's pretty much an indie director who just got picked up by management, and I still think he has good execution, though. So I'd say, yeah, let's go for it. Let's do it. Would you ever read a fan screenplay? I have.
Like aloud?
I've made them.
Like in public?
I've made them. They're on DeviantArt.
I would always do that. Because I feel like fans in general, like we're so close to the different properties and everything that sometimes we have ideas that aren't necessarily going to make money or going to make the best movie or you know, like fit in the budget. But there's just like so many great ideas. So yeah, definitely send it. Our email address
CaptainSassyMedia@gmail.com
might be in the description later. Oh, we got a new one.
Oh yeah, we got a new one. We got a website.
It'll launch sometime. We made it like 6 months ago.
You forgot about it.
Do you know why? We keep forgetting to just take a picture
of
just
both
like
of us.
this. We live here.
We don't even take pictures.
This
of
is our
ourselves
basement
together.
This is our basement.
We
we took a
forget.
picture the other day with Adam Savage. This man, we went to a nearby town to meet our friends, and we went to this bar, and this man like totally photobombed us. He knew we were taking photos because we were on like photo 3, and he just identical to Adam Savage.
Yeah, in the background, like Bigfoot in it, like
myth busted.
Bigfoot's real, and so is Adam Savage.
Corey, you make my birthday awesome. And
fling away the information about the wings in the first one comes back. Mm-hmm.
Are you guys up to something, Jim?
Amanda! Is this a family affair? Do we have to watch our language because the boys are on too? Because if so, you know, I don't intend on swearing. I'm afraid that it might happen.
Yeah, we might spontaneously.
Ooh, some of your favorite Christmas traditions.
Scoop it.
Pop it.
Are you feeling a little bit weak?
Weak?
Yeah.
No, I'm a strong boy.
Like you might need some reinforcement because I have an idea, something that might give you some power.
What? What do you have?
Let's put on these hats.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
It's up there. I'm really so glad I moved the camera.
I made it work.
You did. You did. Honestly,
Is this
with
look?
how
It
tall
says
my
first,
hair normally is.
It says first mate Deandra.
Look, I can do it.
It's this hat is mine.
All right, we are now the captains.
What's your hat say?
Which way is it? It
There's
does say
Captain Jason.
Did she make these?
Oh,
gross.
gross.
Anyways, we are the captain now.
Favorite Terrifier traditions.
Nope,
Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
We didn't
Christmas.
answer that.
Sorry, Corey. I forgot to eat M&ms for you as well.
I did have some. Okay.
Double dip. Go ahead.
I have a favorite Christmas tradition that's no longer like a tradition. Oh, well, you know what? Maybe one of my favorite
so
Christmas
sad.
traditions. Well, you know, when everybody gets older and people pass away, sometimes your traditions change, and it's very sad.
Sassy and
It was my- That's good. I think, well, this one's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But it's not. We did it. I love like the night of Christmas Eve when it's late, or just sometime when I'm home with my family. They have this wonderful tree that they put in the back with just like pictures of of everybody from growing up, and just some ornaments that my parents have had since they've been together. And we'll turn off all the lights. And I love the song by Pentatonics, What Christmas Means to Me. I cry every single time. It's just, it like brings back all the Christmas memories. I'm going to cry thinking about it. I'm so emotional. But when we decorated our Christmas tree and we ended up we have just like a fake little fireplace because we don't have a real fireplace, but we turned that on and then we put a fireplace on the TV and we played that and we just listened to it and it was just nice. It's just like simple and beautiful.
Well, I'm going to ruin it. I think it's so much fun to go see a movie on Christmas Day.
Really?
I think it's like the most fun. My friends and I used to do it in high school. You know, when you're like done hanging out with your parents for the day because all you got was socks. And, you know, and then you're like, let's go see a movie on Christmas. And I'm trying to remember what it was, but it had Leonardo DiCaprio in it. It was Blood Diamond, and I cried.
Really?
It's sad.
Both of our traditions make us cry.
Yeah.
I've
Diamond.
never gone to see a movie on Christmas. I think
let's go. You want to go?
We could. But you know me, I'm a big homebody with my family. When I get to see them, we typically hang out and then play Boulder Dash.
We're taking them.
Where we lie, and we're really good at it. I'm really good at it. And because you just got to make it sound like a real thing. You can't be too wild.
Corey's going to a movie with me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Corey, come on.
Thanks,
and then
Corey.
Then we watch Christmas Vacation before the end of Christmas because we open with Christmas Vacation because it's our favorite, and then we end with Christmas Vacation.
A Christmas Story scale of 1 to 10.
Christmas Story? Maybe it's like my 7th favorite Christmas movie.
Yep.
I like it. I actually like the sequel a lot. Might like the sequel more.
Fair.
What about you?
Fair. Oh, it's like you got to watch it like one time just to say that you watched it, like every holiday season, but then I'm done with it. So
what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Surviving Christmas, starring Ben Affleck and Christina Applegate.
Oh.
And Kevin McAllister's mom.
Oh.
And Tony Pepperoni.
Tony Pepperoni.
This is what I call him. Tony Soprano.
Mine is obviously A Christmas Story. No, it's not. It's Christmas Vacation.
It's Santa Claus 3.
Dude, I love Santa Claus 3. After Christmas Vacation, the Santa Claus is my favorite. And then the Santa Claus 2, because I think that that plastic Santa is so funny. At the very end, he's like, "Hey guys, look at me. Can you do this?" He's great. I love it when he goes, he drinks hot cocoa and he goes, "Santa's got a little buzz." Where the hell did that come from?
Just put it there. I don't know why I did. Yep. Kept going. Of course it kept going.
Hey.
You ruined my thing. I was trying to act like I was really disappointed, and I was just like, "Oh, that was my aesthetic." And then you said, "Hey," and I was like, "I gotta respond to her."
Amanda asked, "Hey guys, what's your
Amanda,
favorite
please.
cookie and why?" Oh, and the boys are asleep. Oh, they went to bed at a reasonable time. What good boys.
Oh,
Ah!
it's your face.
Okay. Favorite cookies and why?
I was so confident we could eat these.
I wasn't. Plus hot cocoa. Like,
I haven't
I
skipped
need
dinner.
water.
Huh.
You can't skip dinner.
Can't skip
Oh,
lunch.
thank you.
Might help too.
Cookie. I do like a good chocolate chip cookie, like a classic chocolate chip cookie right out of the oven.
Mm-hmm.
And you put vanilla ice cream on top.
Don't even need to.
And you put vanilla ice cream on top,
can.
and then you dig into it, and it melts. And it's just so good. So good.
Chocolate chip cookie. Do you like the chunk of the chip?
Both.
Oh, like when they literally do both?
Uh-huh.
Smart.
You get a little bit,
Smart.
and you get a lot.
Intelligent choice.
Thank you. I'm smart.
We are rocking the hats. Captain Sassy and Tennille is like, that's so literally
It's our new
funny.
username.
Yep.
Scream's Anniversary, my favorite Christmas movie. Oh, Matthew Lillard. He
Corey,
would be a
thanks
great
again
Christmas
for
present.
going to see Christmas movies with me on Christmas Day.
Corey, what have you seen as your what have you seen on Christmas Day? I always feel guilty going to see a Christmas movie on Christmas
Just
Day.
take your family.
It's gotta work.
We'll all go see Blood
Gotta
Diamond.
work. Oh god.
Why we
Christmas
saw that.
Vacation's the best Christmas movie. Yeah, you're my man. Heck yeah. Boulder Dash.
Scrooge is good.
Jim, when next time we see each other, we should just go get buffalo wings, nearby, or like food, and we'll just all play Boulder Dash. Scrooge is so good. That's my favorite version of a Christmas Carol. And then the Muppets Christmas Carol. And if you guys have seen Spirited, you should. It's great.
Why?
Because of Will Ferrell.
Her job is movie reviews.
That's it. That's my review.
Ferrell. That's it.
Yeah, but I love.
Moving on.
I love Greatest Showman, and of course, the music is by the people who did the music for Greatest Showman, and it's just like big and bold and fun, and like Ryan Reynolds is good on his own, and Will Ferrell. I'll watch anything that he's in. You put them together, and they just got such a great dynamic.
Yeah, I didn't actually expect it. I thought they'd be terrible together. Just like talking over each other. Two comedic forces that can't sit in the same room together. They can't even handle it.
They can't handle it.
They're just too funny together.
They can't handle it.
They can't even wear hats right.
They can't wear hats right.
Yep. Anyways.
Scrooged. You're watching Scrooge. What part are you on? I love it when the fairy hits him with the toaster.
Spoiler alert.
It's a toaster.
I would like to ask everyone what they would like to ask AI, because I thought that this would be funnier and better. And
okay.
Anyone would like it.
Let's ask it.
I did ask it something the other day.
What'd you ask it?
I asked it for Freddy versus Jason ideas. But we'll see. Let's go. What was your idea?
It was the same thing.
Oh.
Or just like Freddy in the real world or something. So, but put Freddy versus a guy named Jason in there.
Ideas for a TikTok where Freddy Krueger lives in the real world with a roommate named, can't type. Do you think AI will care? Named
roommated.
Jason. Yeah, roommated.
Ew.
All right, so I'm going to ask AI for ideas for a TikTok where Freddy Krueger lives in the real world with a roommate named Jason.
Let's see what it says.
The other day I asked it. This is why we did this. I don't know why. I just asked it, and it literally had one of our ideas that we've already done, and I didn't like it.
Oh.
All right, it's gonna think.
Maybe it just pulled from ours. Maybe it was like, this already exists. Ooh.
All right.
Wow, they're going to town.
We might not have to do any work anymore.
We don't have to do work.
Thanks, AI.
You're great, buddy.
Okay. 5 ideas. Do we eat M&ms between ideas? We don't. We're done.
To.
Are we over? Are we done with it?
Maybe we won't eat 1,000 M&ms. I can't do it. Sorry, you guys.
honestly,
This is hurt. I got like M&M sweats.
if I get 2 votes for no more M&Ms, I'll stop now.
We'll give them time.
Yep.
They're busy.
All right. Ideas for a TikTok featuring Freddy Krueger and Jason as a roommate in the real world.
Okay.
Show a montage of Freddy and Jason going about their daily routine, like making breakfast, doing laundry, or watching TV.
We kind of have
Dude.
a little bit of that.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
Mud's got us one.
thanks, Mud. We
All
need
right.
one more.
Roommate problems. Freddy and Jason argue who gets to use the shower first or who left dirty dishes in the sink.
What?
So we are at 2 right now. We made one about laundry and we made one about dishes. I don't like it.
Oh.
Mm.
There's little loops that I could put my belt
Double
in.
no more M&Ms. Sick.
Oh, thank you guys.
That's
You
official.
saved us.
I apologize. I did try to make this a mukbang channel, and it's not.
It's awful.
People don't want to see us eat, and that's fine.
Well, I mean, that's part of Snacks and Screams. You just don't want to torture us with the food.
Yeah. They want
You
to
know
see us
what?
eat something new, not with your face on it.
Too many flaming pumpkins. I mean, too many M&Ms, 2 flaming pumpkins.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
That's a good idea.
Oh, let's.
I'm going to read these, and then I'm going with your idea, Jem, because yes.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween party. Freddy and Jason decide to throw a Halloween party, but things quickly get out of hand as guests start disappearing.
Where are they going?
I don't know.
Is
Probably
Freddy
to a
killing
more
them?
fun party.
That's terrible. Freddy would throw a nice Halloween party.
Doesn't mean people want to be there.
That's true.
Sorry. The horrors of living with a slasher. Freddy and Jason's other roommate. I don't know why I told it there was another one.
Oh, maybe it's Jason's girlfriend.
Maybe they think it's Jason from those movies.
Well, they probably do.
Share their experiences of living with 2 of the most yeah, that's dumb. It thinks. It's not as smart as we thought. A haunted house tour.
That's kind of great.
Freddy and Jason offer a tour of their haunted house, showcasing all the spooky and supernatural occurrences that take place within its walls.
That's interesting. You could have like a crib. Is that?
It's interesting. The ghosts.
Yeah. Do they ever? I can't go on to that because there's too many curse words.
There are. And we care about the kids. Okay. So I am going to ask AI to tell a story.
Okay.
So Jem, thank you. So tell me a story about
Freddy and Jason fight over the last M&M.
Lovely folks.
They can have
who
it.
Eat
You know,
too many
M&Ms.
Yeah.
And what
I just had to do
becomes
that.
of
Is
them?
it an ampersand? What is
And
it called?
what becomes of
And
them?
what becomes of them? My reading and retention skills not great today. Okay.
It's okay.
Tell me a story about 2 lovely folks who eat too many M&Ms and what becomes of them. Loading.
Corey.
Oh,
We don't talk about merit.
I think it's a limerick. Yeah, merit. Merit sucks. Once there were 2 lovely folks named Mary and Tom who loved M&Ms. One day they decided to have an M&M eating contest to see who could eat the most. What?
This feels really real.
I'm asking this, okay? This is why I wanted to show this, because AI is horror. I'm just literally sitting here asking it this stuff, and it's planning our lives. As the contest went on, Mary and Tom started to feel sick.
Yeah, that's real.
Can confirm.
Mm-hmm.
But they were determined to win. They continued to eat more and more M&Ms until they both collapsed from exhaustion.
See, we prevented that though.
Yep.
We got ahead of it.
Yep. Because of you guys.
You guys saved us.
Thank you. Anyways, when they woke up, they found themselves in a colorful and fantastical world filled with talking M&Ms.
Oh, yeah!
This is a good
That's
idea.
a really good idea, actually.
They soon realized that they had been transported into the M&M's dimension where they were treated like royalty by the friendly candy creatures. This is a great idea.
This is an M&M coma.
I don't want to write ever again. I'm just going to talk to this thing. Mary and Tom lived happily ever after in the M&M's dimension, eating all the M&Ms they could handle and having the time of their lives. They learned that sometimes it's best to pace yourself when it comes to eating sweets. No, they didn't. They ate M&Ms forever. They were in that dimension and they ate those people. what if M&Ms came here and they're
ate
like,
us?
we like it. We like it here.
And
then
ate
they
us?
ate us.
That would be terrible.
And we put up with it.
It'd be like those PETA ads, you know, when they have like turkeys putting people on the table.
Yeah.
I would question eating M&Ms ever again.
Honestly, I've already questioned it. I don't think
I'd
I
be
want
like,
to
I don't
anymore.
want a bag full of my heads and faces.
So that's determined. M&Ms don't sponsor us.
Canceled.
Wait. that escalated. All right. Thanks for the no more M&Ms. So, Jim, I hope you loved your story.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie and Jason fight over the last M&M. See that? Yeah. And what's great is we can do like 900 takes.
Yeah.
We're going to get the right one. We're going to get it.
God, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemies. Whole bag of M&Ms.
Yeah, they might come to life and eat you.
Blech.
Freddie's decorating for Christmas with body parts. Corey, legit, that was one of its ideas yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Is that it would be for Christmas, a Christmas dinner party, and I would be going around and cleaning up the body parts. I was just like, that is such an easy
Such
one.
a good idea.
And everyone would just, they just laugh. The Pamela Voorhees basement. Barrett! All right. Jim, you are right, though. That was a really good story. And honestly, I think it thinks we want to hear scary things because that was terrifying.
It knows us. It's learning all about us.
Does anybody else have any questions? Any other questions?
I got questions for you.
Oh, sick.
So tell us how you learned about like editing and like just how to do all this sound and video and stuff.
Just YouTube, man.
Cool.
I'm just kidding. Let's see. I started doing it about sophomore year in high school. My dad had always had cameras. My dad had always had cameras around, and when I was younger, we traveled the world a lot. We were super lucky because he worked for the Air Force. So, like we just kind of were used to having one around, and he didn't really care if we picked it up and tried to use it. So when we were little, we would try to make movies, but of course they didn't make any sense. So my sophomore year, my brother was like, I have a school project and we need to make a video about D-Day. And I was like, I've got this. It was terrible. I could drive. Sophomore year, I guess I could drive. We got into the back of my truck. I had a small little pickup truck. It was adorable. And we backed it into a creek. And I played the Foo Fighters. And we got a D. I got them a D.
Wow, you should have gotten more than that.
Yep. We also threw rocks at each other. It was super dumb. So I grew from there, and it would be more school projects, and then I did like AV club in high school. And then I kind of dropped it. And then my buddies wanted to do it in college, and so we made a bunch of videos at that time, and we had some fun with that. And then I stopped again, and then I met you, and we decided we'd pick it back up and we'd try it again. But it really just came from lots and lots of practice and lots of mistakes and doing a lot of research. And jokes aside, YouTube has taught me so much. There's so much good information out there. It's crazy. So yeah, I would just like hyper focus on the next thing that I wanted to improve about what we were doing and research that. And
learned a lot very quickly.
It's pretty cool. But
what's your favorite joke that we've written in Snacks and Screams?
Man, that's really tough. The first episode. Okay, I got two. I have two. Am I allowed to have two?
Yeah, go ahead.
The first episode, you said something about like taking steps, but we were in a cave and they were crawling, and you're like, no, crawl steps. Yep, crawl steps. And it just like, that's such a stupid thing. Like instead of baby steps or something like that, you said crawl steps. And that one we did really good. That just it makes me laugh every single time. But probably the one in the latest episode in Escape from Tomorrow. when they find Jim dead in the bathroom, and he has the cat flu. So she goes, but not regular dead. He cat dead, which is 9 times worse. And I don't know why no one thought that was as funny as I did. I think that's like the funniest thing in the world. So those are probably my 2 favorites. What are yours? You still have that hat on your horns?
I do.
Cool.
I'm very good at balancing it.
Oh.
I do like an Escape from Tomorrow, the Winnie the Pooh belly joke. Rolling around on that Winnie the Pooh belly, but it's actually full of that Winnie the Pooh honey, a big old fuzzy belly. I think that's so funny. Just like any of those rambles that we've had, like those.
Do
really
you like
long
my
ones.
rambles? No one's answering. They can't actually talk back, can they?
I'm pretty good at rambling. Ooh, Amanda said, "Ask AI for a scary Christmas story."
Done.
Go for it.
Tell me a scary Christmas story.
Thanks, Corey. We're glad that you like the rambles.
We practice those so much.
Some of them are really easy.
Yep.
Like when there's a reference that we're able to emulate. Because a lot of basically our stuff is just movie references, which is how we talk anyway.
Or I think you should leave.
Which, if you haven't seen it on Netflix,
you gotta watch
we
it.
reference it all the time. So when we were talking about it, it's interesting, the ghosts.
Yeah.
That's one of the skits.
Don't go right now, though. Stay.
Please stay.
I ate so many M&ms. All right. Amanda, your story's ready.
Here's your story.
Are you ready? Do you want to read this one?
I can't read that far. I don't have my contacts in.
I just wanted to hear you tell a story over those teeth. On a cold and snowy Christmas Eve, a young couple, Sarah and Jack, decided to take a shortcut through the woods
to
get to their holiday party.
They should have driven there.
If it was a shortcut, it'd be called the way.
Oh man, someone's been watching The Ritual.
Yep. As they walked, they heard strange noises and saw shadows moving in the trees. Someone has been watching The Ritual.
Oh my god.
Suddenly, Deandra appeared.
Hello. Hello.
Suddenly, they came upon a clearing and saw a group of hooded figures standing around a large bonfire.
That's never good.
Yeah. Sorry. As they approached, the figures turned to reveal their twisted, demonic faces. Kind of like that. Sarah and Jack tried to run, but they were surrounded. The demonic figures cackled and closed in, their razor-sharp teeth glinting in the firelight. This all seems so planned. I think AI is watching our live. See, we just got one more. Just as they were about to be consumed, a bright light appeared, and the figures scattered, disappearing into the darkness. Sarah and Jack were left alone, shaking with fear and grateful to have survived the terrifying Christmas Eve encounter.
Oh, man.
Who was the bright light?
Was it Santa? It was Santa.
No.
Who was it?
It was your personality.
Thank you. I came back and I was like, hello. And they were like, ah.
Hey, I'm a dork.
Guys, I'm spooky. And everyone was like, ooh. 5 out of 5 flaming pumpkins, thank you. Which is a real rating system.
That is a real rating
rambles.
System.
I do love.
Actually,
thank you guys for liking our rambles.
I do love a good flaming pumpkin. Every single time you do something different with flaming pumpkin, that's pretty funny. When you put your head in a popcorn bucket.
Tiny Mike.
Tiny Mike.
I'm a big fan of Tiny Mike. Is that?
Did you know?
Is that?
In Tiny Mike's real world, they just call him Mike because everything's smaller there.
And he connects for a direct hit.
See? It's just regular sound.
Look at how cute this is.
Everything's done in post.
Look at how adorable. Oh, I just put my lips on it.
It is definitely damp. All right. Does anybody else have any other questions for us or any other questions for AI?
Hey, yeah. Hi. I don't know.
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Oh no.
Nope.
Oh.
What made you get into cosplay? beyond just Nancy, because like, we've read it in Fangoria, and you've told this story a lot. But what made you want to expand, and like, what was that first character you're really excited about?
Outside of Nancy?
Yeah.
I think it was just that I've always liked to dress up like people. I took Halloween very seriously when I was a little girl. Are you laughing because my teeth?
Damn.
I knew it. My costumes always had to be perfect. When I was in 3rd grade, I was Britney Spears, and you said I did again because I was a super huge Britney Spears fan. Like, oh my God, so massive. And my dad stayed up till 3 a.m. making sure that the red pleather outfit was accurate because I needed it to be. And I went in the next day, and this girl was Britney Spears from Baby One More Time. And she was like, "Oh, Britney Spears." And I was like, "Of course you are, but it's not accurate." Like, her skirt was off, and. But in any case, so after Nancy, I think it was just that I just like to cosplay, and there were all these different characters that I'd never seen anybody cosplay before, or that people had told me, like, you should definitely cosplay this character. Or I try to cosplay characters that are kind of genetic cosplay, where it's not just I cosplay a character that I like just necessarily. It's also a character that I somewhat look like or can make myself look like, because I think genetic cosplays are the most powerful. Not to discredit anybody who cosplays as just any character, but I'm really impressed with genetic cosplays all the time. So it's
Just gives you kind of that edge.
Mm-hmm. It's always just characters that I always liked. And the first character outside of Nancy, I believe, was Kirsty Cotton from Hellraiser, the first Hellraiser, which actually Ashley Lawrence, I connected with her somehow. Oh no, I think it was after the cosplay. And she just really liked that I was such a big fan, and she'd never seen anybody else dressed as Kirsty. And so she kind of did a breakdown of the whole outfit for me. So I knew exactly what I needed. And that was really nice. I really appreciated that. But yeah, so it was Kirsty, who's my one of my top 3 favorite final girls out of Nancy and Sydney, which I've also done Sydney too, which is fun.
Thanks for sharing.
Yes, thank you.
Jim had a question.
Jim has a question.
Who would be the best horror character to have over for Christmas dinner?
Freddy. I'm biased.
He's already ready.
He's
already ready.
Friday. I just want Freddy Krueger to come over for dinner. I think he'd be hilarious. I think he'd be entertaining. I think he'd be loud. I think he'd have opinions. I feel like he'd be great at helping to cut up the turkey or chicken or whatever you're serving. I just think he'd be entertaining. And I just want to hang out with Freddy, which is kind of my whole personality.
She made me wear this.
I did. He was like, "Do you need the Christmas sweaters?" And I was like, "This one." So, yep. Yeah.
You wouldn't think she could just so easily hold me down.
Ooh.
Anyways, what character I'd have over for Christmas dinner is so obvious. It's Hannibal. But like, he's been in jail for a minute. So like, he doesn't have any fresh kills. He's got to use...
He's off the human flesh?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you know? Like, for sure, for sure.
If I invite him, he's not going to kill the guest. He's going to kill... Or the host.
Yeah.
He'll kill the guest. Or he'll, anybody else.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, he's been in jail for a minute, so immediately transport him from jail to my home.
Yeah, who can't?
So I'm not eating human.
Yeah. But I mean...
But I'm eating well.
I would be interested in Hannibal's cooking. Like,
see?
He looks like he's got some great skills. Like, he really cares about technique.
Yep. He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Probably delicious.
Those are my choices. Just don't try the dish he brings with him. Thanks for the scoop.
Whatever it is, I won't eat it.
Thanks for the scoop.
Unless I watch him make it and know where he got it from.
Tanny asks us one. We need to ask.
AI for a haunted train story.
Train to Busan.
Ooh. After that, you should ask it for a story about Krampus and Freddy Krueger.
A haunted train story. I swear, if it's like, if it makes it, the train is the one that doesn't matter. Ghost train. Okay, are we ready?
Chucky would come, but he had to sit at the kids' table.
That's funny.
Poor Chucky.
Did anybody else have a kids and singles table?
You had a singles table?
Yeah, they had to
That's
sit with the kids.
awful.
I've done it. It's terrible.
Ours was the basement for the kids. Everybody, like all the most important adults, sat at the big dining table, and then the leftover adults that weren't quite as important sat at the kitchen table, and then everybody else sat in the basement. I was a basement kid.
But now you're at the
I
big
still
kids table.
am.
You're at the big kids table now.
Yeah.
They invited me to the big kids
'cause a
table.
lot of
First
people
time I was
died.
there. Day of remembrance.
It's true.
All right. A haunted train story. There was once a haunted... Why would it start that way? There was once a
Country?
haunted train that traveled through the countryside. Its ghostly passengers forever trapped on board.
Oh.
Sounds like Snowpiercer mixed with Ghost Ship. Legend had it that the train had been involved in a terrible accident years ago, and the spirits of those who had died aboard were now doomed to ride the rails for eternity. This is honestly... Did you do it?
Yeah.
Harmony. One dark and stormy night, a group of friends... It uses so many cliches. I love it. A group of friends decided to take a ride on the haunted train as part of a dare.
I mean, horror movies are usually full of cliches.
So...
It's just doing its job, you know?
But it's not using a lot of logic. How did they find the train? I thought
As
the train
part
was
of a
haunted.
dare.
It traveled through the countryside.
Maybe it had to make a pit stop.
So is it a train that people say, that train is haunted? Or is it a ghost train, where the whole train is a ghost? Like in Ghost Ship.
I think
Anyways,
it's just a haunted train, and people are like, there was a lady who died here, and then she never left the train.
but terrible accident.
They fixed it.
It got better. Suddenly the door... Oh, no, I skipped it. As they traveled through the night, they began to hear strange noises and feel as if they were being watched. AI has a very common theme. It wants to remind us that we're being watched. Suddenly the doors to the train car flew open and ghostly figures emerged, their pale faces twisted in a rage.
Oh no, they're so mad.
The friends tried to escape, but the train seemed to have a life of its own, speeding up and careening off the tracks. As the train crashed, the friends were killed and joined the ranks of the ghostly passengers forever trapped on the haunted train.
That's a good premise.
Dark.
I like it.
Morbid.
They were dared. They shouldn't have gone. The ghosts were like, you shouldn't be here. And they were like, well, I don't know what to tell you. And then they were like, well, you're going to join us now.
Now, do they end up being on the train with the passengers that died in the past? So, like, they have more modern clothes?
No, they're all just like...
Because I love that joke.
About the It's Britney bitch?
Yeah. Of like a 90s ghost. Or like an early 2000s
ghost.
Yeah.
And they're like in their pink baby fat outfit. And they're just like, it's Britney bitch. Yeah, because everybody is from like the freaking 1800s.
See?
It's not fair. Well, maybe they don't know what to do. But all the other people are like, I know what to do. I've seen a movie about this. And they're like, just go.
Oh, like, do you die? And they're like, here's your 1800s clothes.
Maybe.
I don't know. What if you're before the 1800s? What do you wear?
1800s clothes.
Yeah, they're like, here, it's time to update. Why did we stop in the 1800s? Okay. Danny, I hope you liked your train story.
Yeah, man. Aw, Corey, as you should. If you cook the dinner, you
Basement
should have
kids.
the right of choice.
It's true.
Fashion victims. That would be a great idea for a horror movie.
Honestly,
Fashion
it's
victims. Is that a movie? Fashion victims? And they're just like, it's just like a horror movie about the fashion industry. I mean, they kind of have a movie that's similar. What is it? Red Fabric and Fabric? Where it's like a...
I'm
It was
trying
like
for
an
you.
Inca. It was an Inca dress or something that was enchanted, and somebody took the like material and turned it into another dress, and then it like made people evil. I think it's called N Fabric. It's real. It's a real movie.
It happened. I'm out of things. So unless anybody else has any questions or anything, it's time for you to do your show tune and we leave.
Do I have a show tune?
Impromptu. I don't know. Maybe. Oh. Jim, I mean that nails it though, because then we get the whole premise. It's nothing without a good title.
You can't.
No.
Have it. I wonder if they make the title of the movie after. There's too many times when they've been like, this is going to be the movie. Like in Halloween, wasn't originally called Halloween, but they knew the premise.
What was it
and they
called?
changed it. Babysitter Murders?
Imagine wearing that on a t-shirt.
I
Imagine putting that on a pumpkin.
I do love The Babysitter. That was a great movie with Samara Weaving. And then Jenna Ortega is in the second one.
I like Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
You just like Christina Applegate movies.
Caught me. That could be true.
Yeah.
It could be just Christina Applegate for me. Don't lick your fake teeth at me. You're going to cut yourself.
Ow.
See?
Correct. You win an M&M. Should we do one last for old time's sake?
We could do another scoop.
I just might have to swallow it whole. I'm not going to do another scoop. I'm just doing one last M&M. We should cheers our M&M and call it a night so we could watch Violent Night.
Do you think we're going to make it to 1 hour?
Ah! I just like doing that. The dishes are done, man. Hell yeah. Good for you.
All right.
Cheers.
Dude, it is
Face
so legitimately your face. You want to...
Face me.
We should make the M&M's kiss. Kiss.
Ah! I could put it in the back of my mouth because I can't put it in the front. This is what I eat with these teeth.
She knew we were doing this. This wasn't a surprise.
I feel like we just good mythical morning this whole thing.
Actually, it did feel a little good mythical morning like.
Who am I? Am I Red or Link?
Does anybody know Good Mythical Morning? Does anybody watch it? I feel like we're a good combination of either of them, but you're the better host.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you're doing a great job.
No. I feel like I'm made of a million ants. And they're just in my pants. I'm just going crazy. Anxiety nuts.
That's a really good.
Yeah, I'm being steered by ants.
Fumigate the house.
My whole body's made of ants.
Is it, like Ratatouille, but ants?
Yeah.
And they're just
Antatouille.
They're just pulling on your man leg hairs.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Corey. But it's really just the ants.
I don't have any ants in my pants. This is just good, pure talent.
She has ants near her pants.
Yeah, because he's sitting next to me.
It's true.
I
feel like that's already a thing. I feel like somebody's already made that joke. That it was just like a bunch of ants in a human body, like a bunch of kids in a trench coat. I did like that one.
You did like that one.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
Well, then somebody needs to stop us, Jim.
Yeah, man.
Because we're unruly.
Riot.
We're only allowed to riot peacefully.
Music. Peaceful.
All right, I'm going to ask AI one more
thing.
thing. Because I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But I want to round up to an hour.
Okay.
We got a minute. Does anybody else have any? I've got it.
Okay. What is
Somebody give me a location.
Am I allowed to play?
There's a delay. It's okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
Massachusetts. Oh.
I'm going to make both. Okay. Oh, they're from Massachusetts and they go to Paraguay. How's that? I keep forgetting that they can't just be like, yes. Okay. So we know the location. Who's it about?
Freddy Krueger.
Not everything's Freddy or SpongeBob.
Oh, it's always SpongeBob.
Her personality type is SpongeBob. Okay, so who is the story about then? Yeah.
Jason.
Fair. Me
Yeah,
or Jason from those movies?
it's got to be you.
Friday
Night. Got me feeling that.
just
Night. I wish it was Friday night.
I know, right?
Tomorrow's only
so
Wednesday.
is this just becoming another Freddy versus Jason?
Yes.
Okay, we'll say it's me, Jason,
Okay.
or just a person named Jason. I think that's fair because the AI doesn't know me. The Pope,
Pope.
the cool one. Amanda. I'm cool, Jason. Actually, my boss is named Jason, and at work, I wrote "Cool Jason" above. You're not allowed to give yourself a title, but Amanda's confirmed it. Cool Jason.
I wish
Don't
I had
tell
a
my boss.
nickname.
All right, you do.
The problem.
Sweet D.
Oh, and Tenacious D. Tenacious D is a big one. People call me Tenacious
All right,
D.
so Jason from Massachusetts is going to go to Paraguay to meet the Pope. And what happens?
What happens?
Maybe I should just leave it up to the AI.
Let's see what the AI says.
Tell me a story about a person named Jason from Massachusetts. Sure, that's close enough. Shouldn't the AI know?
They should just have an auto
From Massachusetts and travels to Paraguay
to meet
the Pope. All right, this is too good. So I want to know, where do you think this is going to go?
Is it going to be a romantic comedy?
Am I going to be the Pope?
You could be the new Pope.
There's not a lot of hats I can wear. It's pretty limited to just captain's hats, but I might be able to wear that Pope thing.
You know, people are pretty modern. They might make the change.
They might accept it. It's just there's not a lot of hats that allow me to express my hair. Okay, we're going to go for it. And AI. So you can see it like actively typing.
Writing, yeah.
Okay.
This is like Mad Libs with AI.
Look how much chocolate's at the bottom.
I know.
I feel like I'm just drinking milk. This is a long story.
Holy crap.
All right,
guys.
gang. It will be a rom-com where they meet Christina Applegate. Yeah. I'm
just a placeholder until he meets Christina Applegate.
She seems like such a sweet person.
Have you
seen Anchorman?
Have you seen Dead to Me?
That's true, Corey.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. I asked the AI to tell me
Craven's New Nightmare
a story about a person named Jason from Massachusetts who travels to Paraguay to meet the Pope. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Cool. We've made it to an hour. There's literally, it meant nothing. I just wanted it. Jason has always been a devout Catholic, and he has always dreamed of meeting the Pope in person. So when he learned that Pope Francis was visiting Paraguay, he knew he had to go.
Wow.
It's true. Big fan.
Huge
Top fan.
Yeah. Massive.
I'm in the Pope's street crew.
Yeah, you're in his top 2% of listeners on
I put
Spotify.
stickers on trash cans that say "the Pope." That's it. We're trying to make him cool. Don't worry about it. Jason saved up all his money and bought a plane ticket to the capital of Paraguay. Thank you. Thank you. I took French. Je m'appelle Jason. Je suis un hot dog. For those English speakers, my name is Jason. I am a hot dog.
He is.
When he arrived, he was amazed by the vibrant culture and the warm, welcoming people.
Oh.
Cool. This feels like it's going to go bad, though.
Uh-oh.
As the day of the papal visit approached, Jason grew more and more excited. He arrived at the venue early and waited eagerly for the Pope to arrive. You're right. Key change.
Well, the Pope.
A little flat. When Pope Francis finally appeared, Jason was overwhelmed with emotion, as one does. He approached the Pope and knelt before him, tears streaming down his face. Pope Francis blessed him and gave him a hug, and Jason knew that it was a moment he would never forget. Jason returned home to Massachusetts with a renewed sense of faith and a heart full of joy. He knew that this trip to Paraguay had been a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and he was grateful to have the opportunity to meet the Pope in person. This sucked.
Wow.
I have an idea.
Oh man, what are you gonna write?
Okay. Tell me a story about a person named Jason from Massachusetts who travels to Paraguay to meet the Pope, but it goes bad.
Oh, the twist.
You never know.
This
That's
is the
key
alternate
change.
ending. Yep, still the same. Still the
just-
same, but it's gonna go bad because we put that in there.
Dude, you was so right. And then they could feel that someone was watching them and they heard sounds. Okay.
Yeah, a bunch of teenagers.
Bunch of kids in a trench coat. It's never been the Pope. Okay.
Oh.
It's still going.
Oh man. There you go.
All right. So, as the day of the papal visit approached, Jason grew more and more excited. He arrived at the venue early and waited eagerly for the Pope to arrive. Now, this is where the two universes split off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we are creating a multi-dimensional story here.
Multiverse.
Okay. We do have a Jason meets the Pope multiverse.
This is Marvel canon.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. However, things started to go wrong almost immediately. Jason's hotel room was dirty and uncomfortable, and he couldn't find a decent meal to eat.
Oh crap.
Legitimately, that reminds me of Charlotte. I hope no one's from Charlotte. I just had a bad experience. On top of that, he was constantly harassed by
Need to
street
know the
vendors and
story.
pickpockets. I guess it depends on what they're selling, because you wouldn't steal a DVD. You wouldn't steal a purse. You wouldn't
No,
steal
you
a
wouldn't.
car.
No, you can't put a car in your
But
pocket.
pickpockets, I got pickpocketed in Rome.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it was scenic. It was right across from the Colosseum. They're just like, this is ours now.
Did you feel him? No.
No, they surrounded us. We were crossing the street, and there's like 30 people, and they came all around us. And they were trying to kiss my dad, and they had newspapers, and they were so distracting. And they were like in our pockets.
Oh shit.
Yep. They slipped right into my windbreaker. So, anyways, they took all of our stuff, but my dad's really tall and much scarier looking than I am.
Or you were at the time.
I'm weak boy.
Much
And
smaller.
he just kept saying policia, and he scared them so much that they gave us their whole haul.
Oh, nice.
And we took it to the police.
To the policia.
Yep. And then we saw the Colosseum. However, on top of that, that I read that. As he waited for the Pope to appear, Jason began to feel overwhelmed and anxious. This is about me.
Mm-hmm.
And the ants. When Pope Francis finally arrived, Jason's nerves got the best of him and he fainted, causing a scene and ruining the moment he'd been waiting for.
That's on brand.
Sick. Anyways, Jason returned home to Massachusetts, feeling embarrassed and disappointed. He had been so excited for the opportunity to meet the Pope, but everything had gone wrong. Despite his setbacks, this could get better.
Oh, it's hopeful.
Jason knew that he could always cherish the memories of his trip to Paraguay and the chance to see the Pope in person, even if he hadn't gone exactly as he'd hoped.
I feel like this story reads like it was written by like an 8th grader.
Maybe that's the level that AI is at.
Well, you know what? You typically should write at an 8th grade level.
Because in 3rd grade, I used to start every story with "Suddenly Godzilla."
Really?
And yeah, Mrs. Johnson wrote a note to my mom, who was also a teacher, and said, Jason can't keep writing about Godzilla. So it was suddenly the Power Rangers, and she was mad.
Killer ants
Because-
on cocaine and trench coats.
I'll write that.
That's amazing.
But also, that is my personality type. Thanks, Corey.
Yeah, Popeful.
Guess who the Power Rangers fought in my stories?
Godzilla
Nailed it.
and the Pope.
Hey.
Hey, Garrett. Oh, thanks. Happy
Thank you.
holidays.
Yes.
2023
Yes.
collab for sure.
We need to do one of these, but you got to eat.
You've got to
You got to
bunch
eat
of M&Ms.
800 M&Ms, maybe more. I don't
We
know.
at least made a good dent.
Corey said that story was popeful. That's true. Honestly, that hurt. It hurt to meet the Pope and to embarrass myself. But I feel like I'd go home and I'd try to embrace it.
Yeah.
You know, like I was cool Jason at work, but now
Mhm.
I'm faints in front of the Pope Jason at work,
Mhm.
which is cooler.
Yeah.
Gen
think
Z
it-
will like me.
Do you think it made the news?
Oh, it made the news. It made the news.
So you got famous.
Oh, you know what? I'm probably on Tosh.0 about it.
Dude!
Oh,
so
Tosh!
jealous!
I don't know why. That's the funniest thing in the world.
Who is that?
All right, what's your favorite Ernest does whatever? Because that's the funniest thing. I literally made her watch so many Ernest movies before. They're the
Me?
dumbest. Yes.
Are you sure it was
Yo,
me? 'Cause I
yeah.
don't remember any
Oh,
of them. Did I fall
Trust
asleep?
me. Yes, every time.
Probably.
Okay. Mine, maybe Ernest goes to jail because I always feel bad for him. But it's probably Ernest plays basketball because he gets to meet Muggsy Bogues. Do you know who Muggsy Bogues is? He was like 5'3" and he played professional basketball.
Oh wow, he had to be.
He's
really
in Space
good.
Jam.
He's in Space Jam?
Yeah.
I've definitely seen Space Jam.
Yeah. And he got to meet Larry Johnson, who's also in Space Jam. The 90s were all about the Charlotte Hornets.
Space Jam. Goes to camp.
Ernest
This
Goes
is
to Camp
Jam.
is a good one. Yep. I agree. Well, we made it an hour.
We did. Now we've got to go watch Violent Night.
Violet?
Violent Night.
Violet?
It's hard with these teeth. I got these teeth.
He saved Christmas in 1988. That's why we have it today. Adam, do you want to be on this? You're funnier than me.
Yeah, dude. Do you want to be our co-writer?
You know who else saved Christmas in 1988? John McClane. Die Hard.
Oh yeah.
Where does actually one last question? Where does everybody sit on that? Are we allowed to call that a Christmas movie on this channel? Because for a while everyone's like, "Oh, Die Hard's a Christmas movie," and everyone's like, "Yes, it is." And then it got really unpopular. It was like the Nickelback of Christmas movies. Because at one time we're like, we like them. We do.
I very much sit on the Die Hard
Everybody
as a Christmas
did
movie.
like Nickelback. They did.
Nickelback has some good songs.
It's butt rock though. It's okay. All right. Yep.
So
it's
we're
Christmas
good.
movie.
It's Christmas.
So on this channel, I made advance.
Yep.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
AI is smarter than an 8th grader.
Yes.
We can't eat 1,000 M&ms in one sitting.
Absolutely not.
And you like A Christmas Story 2 better than A Christmas Story.
Yes, and I can wear a hat on my horns. I'm talented. He's got to comfort me, just because I'm special.
There. Okay. Gremlins.
Gremlins
is a horror movie. Well,
both.
I can't talk today anyways.
Both.
I get tired.
I love
as
that.
I get older, I get
there
tired.
are Christmas movies that are horror movies because Christmas is such a happy time. Like for me,
Mhm.
when you watch a Christmas movie, you know that you're going to be happy. Like it's destined to make you feel good and make you feel happy, and the whole season is about making you feel happy. It's about positive emotions, even though there are a lot of negative emotions, but that's a different story. But like everything is supposed to make you feel happy.
Dark.
But then you have a scary Christmas movie, and it's just like such a mind F because it's not happy. It's a very unmerry Christmas.
Does that do it?
Yeah.
Are we gonna leave with that beautiful thought?
That's my wisdom, you guys. He had so many good points. I had to leave with something.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hey. He's got some great movement in his hips.
Honestly, it's talented too.
Mm-hmm.
Making good eye contact.
I am the least talented person here.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Larry Chrysler.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas.